Way down in Terrytown, there's a special way to get around. It's the only way I've ever found to play above the ground. Zooming along the treetops, zipping way up in the sky. Zigging and zagging, forgive me for bragging, but gee how I love to fly. Zooming along the treetops, zipping way up in the sky. Zip, zip, zoom-a-loom, zig-zag, zig-a-zoom, gee how I love to zip, zip, zoom-a-loom, zig-zag, zig-a-zoom, gee how I love to fly.
Just before daybreak, Snuffy was getting ready for a very busy day. Most days the little Skyrider didn't mind a busy schedule, even with his annoying allergies. But today was different. It was his birthday, and he had hoped to have a party.
They probably forgot all about it,
Snuffy thought.
Maybe I should remind them.
When Easy O'Malley gave him the day's flight plan, Snuffy asked,
Do you know what today is?
Why, it's Saturday, Snuffy. Saturday, September the 4th.
What I mean is, isn't there something special about today?
Indeed there is, Snuffy. Yes, sirree, there is, Easy O'Malley said. There's special occasions all over the region, and you, son, will be part of them all. A dreamy orange sunrise glowed behind low-lying clouds as Snuffy arced over Terrytown Valley. It was a lovely sight, but he hardly noticed. Snuffy was feeling too downhearted. Here he was, all alone on his birthday. His eyes began to water, and his nose began to drip.
These confounded allergies are worse than ever,
Snuffy told himself. He didn't want to admit that his tears were tears of sadness. Alone in the stillness of the soft morning light, he sailed across the pale purple mountains and veered west. Snuffy's first assignment was at the pretty port town of Sandy Landing. He glided along the gently curving coastline until he spotted a majestic cruise ship docked at the pier. Snuffy went right to work. In the bright blue sky above the ship, he wrote in big white letters, Bon Voyage, which means, have a pleasant trip. Snuffy heard the people cheering, and that made him feel good. Dipping low over the boat, he could see the happy passengers looking up at him. He gave them a broad smile, tipped his wing, and then sped away. From Sandy Landing on the west coast, Snuffy headed north to Carson Falls. It didn't take him long to spot the birthday party at City Park. He circled the picnic area, and just above the party full of gleeful children, he wrote, Happy Birthday, Billy. Snuffy looked down and saw the children's sunny faces looking up at him. Their smiles and their giggles made him feel warm inside. From the birthday party in Carson Falls, Snuffy headed east for the big city of Peabody. On the way, he thought about his own birthday, and he wondered why no one remembered it. Before long, he was flying over Peabody Stadium, home of his favorite baseball team, the Peabody Tigers. He circled low to get a good look, and as luck would have it, the home team was at bat. Snuffy quickly went to work. In the sky just above the center field fence, he wrote in bright yellow letters, Go Tigers! The moment he finished, there was a loud, ringing crack of the bat, followed by a deafening roar. Snuffy looked down and was amazed to see the baseball whizzing up toward him. Speeding by within inches of his nose, the ball sailed out of the stadium for a colossal home run. Snuffy was delighted that he brought his team good luck. And as he dipped low for a final pass over the ballpark, he thought he heard the crowd chanting his name. Although his official duties were done and the hour was getting late, Snuffy decided to make one more call. Whenever he had time, he made a special run to the Children's Hospital in Ridgeway. As was his custom, Snuffy circled the hospital several times, beeping his horn to announce his arrival. As soon as he saw the children's eager little faces pressed against the windows, he raced up into the sky and wrote, "Get well soon. Love, Snuffy." Then he framed the whole message with a big red heart. Snuffy could see the children smiling, and their smiles melted his heart. By the time Snuffy left Ridgeway, it was already dusk. As he cruised homeward through the vast twilight, he thought about everything that had happened. He thought about the happiness he had brought to so many people, especially the little children in the hospital. He thought about the way they smiled at him and the unforgettable sparkle in their eyes. He realized that their happiness had made him happy, and he felt good inside.
It's fun to do nice things for people,
Snuffy thought.
You know, this hasn't been such a bad birthday after all.
Thousands of twinkling stars danced in the night sky as Snuffy neared Tarrytown Airport. He saw the beacon light cutting through the darkness, then the runway lights on the ground. As he landed and taxied toward the hangar, the airport seemed strangely deserted. Then, all of a sudden, there was a burst of brilliant white light, and for a split second, Snuffy was blinded. When his eyes adjusted, he saw a bank of floodlights shining on a huge banner draped across the front of the hangar, and on it, written in giant letters, were the words, "Happy Birthday, Snuffy." Out of nowhere, all the other planes rushed out to greet him, and every one of them was wearing a snazzy party hat. "Surprise!" they all yelled at once, and confetti rained down from the control tower until all of them were covered in tiny paper specks of orange and green and yellow and pink. Snuffy smiled from wing to wing.
Gee,
He said with a sniffle.
I thought nobody remembered.
"No way we'd forget your birthday, Snuffy," Tracy said. "We just wanted to surprise you," said JJ.
We're your family, Snuffy. We'd never forget,
said Big Jake, who looked very silly in his little party hat. "That's right," said old Oscar. "We never forget."
I love all of you very, very much,
Snuffy said.
And don't any of you ever forget that.
Then, batting away tears of joy, he said,
I really must do something about these old allergies.